Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. I welcome all my English language viewers to this video. In this video, I will cover 100 expected questions from government schemes, that is latest government scheme. However, in this video, I will cover 50 and in the next video, I will cover 50. So there will be two parts and they will cover 50 questions each. So here we go. StudyIQ's pendrive courses are available for a lot of exam like SSC, Bank PO, UPSC. Lot of optional pendrive courses are available as well as state PCS is available for MPPSC and Gujarat PCS. Also, our pendrive courses are available for individual subjects like science, technology, environment, ecology, economics, geography, etc. If you want to know more, go to website studyiq.com. I'm now available on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. This is my ID, Tireless Soul. And you can see more than 8,000 students are following me on Instagram. And every day I spend 30 minutes to answer your queries. You can also connect with me on Twitter. My ID is GauravGarg888. So let's start. Soil Health Card, it was launched in which state? What is Soil Health Card? This scheme was launched in 2015 from Rajasthan. Soil Health Card is a card that informs the farmers about nutrient status of the soil, like which nutrient is deficient in the soil, which mineral can be added, so that farmers can appropriate the dosage, accordingly. They can put the appropriate dosage of nutrients in the soil to improve the soil fertility. And this card is issued once in every 3 years. Also remember one more thing, there is 50-50 funding of the central government and state government for this card. 50% money by center, 50% money by the state. What is the premium rate under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, which is the Prime Minister Crop Insurance Scheme for Kharif crop? Kharif crops are what you call the summer crops, which are grown around April, which are harvested around September, like rice for example. Then there are Rabi crops, which are the winter crops. You grow them in October and you harvest them in somewhere around March, like wheat. Wheat is a Rabi crop. So 2% is for Kharif crop, 1.5% is for Rabi crop, and 5% is for the commercial crops. So that is what is the slab for the same commercial or horticulture crops. Which scheme was launched by the central government to promote agriculture education in India? It is called Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Unnat Krishi Shiksha Yojana. Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Unnat Krishi, which means progressive Krishi or developed Krishi. Shiksha is education scheme, and this is launched to promote agriculture education. And under this scheme, 100 centers have been opened at an investment of 5.35 crore rupees. 5.35 crore rupees. Also remember one more thing, ARYA. This is the target. This is attracting and retaining the youth in agriculture. So the government does not want youth of this country to desert agriculture. That is why they have started this ARYA project. It is being implemented by Krishi Vigyan Kendra, also called KVK, and the project is sanctioned by Indian Council for Agriculture Research, ICAR. Which mission was launched for conservation and development of indigenous breeds of cattle in a focused and scientific manner, so that we can enhance our milk production? Not only that, we can let go of the foreign breeds, we can focus more on the Indian and indigenous breeds. It is called Rashtriya Gokul Mission. And the objective is very simple: to improve the genetic makeup, enhance the milk productivity, and distribution of disease-free, high genetic merit bulls for natural service. And also remember that there is establishment of cattle center, which are called Gokul Gram. These are the cattle center, and there are awards also which are given to farmer. Like there is an award which is given to farmer called Gopal Ratan, and there are these breeding societies also that are developed, which are called Gopalan Sangh. Gopalan Sangh are the breeding societies which are made, and if the breeding societies they do good job, then they are given awards which are called Kamadhenu awards. Farmers are given Gopal Ratan Award, breeding society or Gopalan Sanghs are given Kamdhenu Award, and the cattle centers are called Gokul Gram. To provide quality generic medicines at affordable prices to everyone, especially the poor, throughout the country. Now the outlets have been opened. These medicine shops will provide everyone basically subsidized medicine. These are called JAS. What is A? So these are called Jan Aushadhi Store. Jan Aushadhi. Aushadhi means medicine. Now let me tell you here some important things. Jan Aushadhi scheme is not run by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is run by Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Is it clear or not clear? and Department of Pharmaceuticals oversees this, and Department of Pharmaceuticals comes under Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. However, there are another type of medicine stores which are called Amrit. Okay, Amrit medicine store, they are done by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Okay, there are two different. Jan Aushadhi stores are run by Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Amrit store are run by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So there is a difference between the two. What is the full form of Pradhan Mantri PM BJP? What is this? It is called Pradhan Mantri Bharati Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. The same scheme, under the aegis of which we have the Jan Aushadhi stores throughout the country to give affordable and quality medicines to the masses, especially the poor people. Now, one thing you remember here that I told you about the Amrit store, which are run by the Ministry of Family Health and Family Welfare. There is something known as Amrut. So don't confuse Amrit with Amrut. Amrut is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, which is basically we want to remodel and transform our cities. That is called Amrut Mission. Which was the first state to sign for the regional connectivity scheme with the central government? First state was Maharashtra. Now you must have heard about the regional connectivity scheme called UDAN, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, and it is basically to connect underserved and unserved airports. So unserved airport is where no flight goes, and underserved airport is where less flight goes. So the first flight that ran under UDAN scheme was from Shimla to Delhi, and this is called the UDAN scheme. Maharashtra was the first to subscribe to the regional connectivity scheme. Revenue insurance scheme for plantation crops is an improved form of which scheme? It is called RISPC in short, Revenue Insurance Scheme for Plantation Crop. What are plantation crops? Plantation crops are like your tea, your coffee, your tobacco. All of these are your, plantation crops. Now remember that it is an upgraded version of Price Stabilization Fund scheme, which is called PSF. Remember that this is only for plantation crops. You can't avail, you can't avail under Pradhan Mantri, Fasal Bima Yojana. It is also crop insurance, but this is not for plantation crops. Is it clear? For plantation crop, you have something known as RISPC. Which scheme was launched to create an ecosystem by promoting innovations to foster startup growth in India? What is it called? It is called Startup India scheme. This is very, very simple question. Startup India. It is basically to have an ecosystem, to have an environment where we can promote innovation, research, and promote startups. Now, the more important question here is that Startup India has a rural component, which is Rural India's version of Startup India. What it is called? It is called Deen Dayal Swaniyojan Yojana. Swaniyojan Yojana, named after Deen Dayal Upadhyay. And again, the purpose is the same, to promote innovation and to help the rural people open new startups. Also, different types of exemptions are given. So for example, the startups, they have tax exemption for 3 years. Then there is a 10,000 crore rupees corpus, which will provide credit guarantee fund. This is run by the Small Industries Development Bank of India. It is the same bank which runs Mudra Yojana, headquartered in Lucknow. So all the types of benefits are given to the rural people. Creative India, Innovative India. It is a scheme launched to raise awareness of what among people? This scheme is run by CPAM. Now CPAM works under Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. It is to raise awareness about intellectual property rights in India to youth, author, artist, inventors, professional, to basically know what are their patent right, intellectual property rights, copyrights, to spread awareness. This is called Creative India, Innovative India, and CPAM is called Cell for IPR Promotion and Management. It is called CPAM. What is the name of the scheme that was launched to reach out to the new and potential exporters and mentor them to get them into international trade and boost exports from India? So basically, all the industrialist farmers who are exporting, their capacity building will be done, their knowledge will be enhanced so that they can increase their exports and bring more foreign exchange to India. It is called Niryat Bandhu scheme. Niryat Bandhu scheme. Dash exports from India scheme. There is a scheme called MEIS. Now this has been launched to accelerate the export of manufactured products from India. So under the Make in India initiative, we are trying to make more and more products in India. And if a product is manufactured, then to boost its export, MEIS was started. What is M in MEIS? M is merchandise. So merchandise exports from India scheme. The duty credit scrip, it is basically a pass that allows the holder to dash the commodities by not paying a specified amount in dash duties, and the scrip can also be traded in the market. This is a part of Vishesh Krishi and Gram Udyog Yojana, which is called VKGUY. Vishesh Krishi means special agriculture, and Gram Udyog, which means rural industrial Yojana. Gram Udyog is nothing but rural industry. So that under this, a duty credit scrip is provided, which allows the holder to import the commodities by not paying a specified amount in the import duty. So the answer is B, import and import. Which ministry has launched Sampoorna Bima Gram Yojana to give the rural people affordable life insurance services? And this is very, very important. Sampoorna Bima Gram Yojana, it is run by Ministry of Communications. Ministry of Communication. And in this, every district of the country will have at least one village that will be chosen, and then the scheme will run in this village. Ministry of Communication, it has recently launched Deen Dayal SPARSH Yojana. What is S in SPARSH? Now there are two S, one S and two S. So you have to tell what is the full form of both the S. SPARSH is called Scholarship for Promotion of Aptitude and Research in Stamps as a Hobby. So basically, there are people who collect stamps. We want to encourage those people. We want to help those people do research on stamp. So it is called Scholarship for Promotion of Aptitude and Research in Stamps as a Hobby. Which ministry has launched Darpan? Darpan is Digital Advancement of Rural Post Office for a New India. Which ministry has launched Darpan? And why is Darpan launched? Darpan is launched basically, it's for our aim of financial inclusion. And this is IT modernization project for our rural post office so that we can digitize them. We can help, Darpan basically offers core banking services like cash deposit, withdrawal in savings, bank and recurring deposit, mini statement, Aadhaar seeding, and various other facilities. So this is the target. The deadline is March 2018. So it is launched by Ministry of Communications. Price Stabilization Fund. It was transferred from the Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmer Welfare, that is DAC&FW, to which department? So it was transferred from DAC&FW to the Department of Consumer Affairs in 2016. Is it clear? And why is this fund? This fund is to help the farmers regulate the price volatility of the market, like onion, potato, and pulses, for example, so that the farmers don't suffer any losses. Under Antyodaya Anna Yojana, the beneficiary families are distributed 35 kg of rice and wheat at a rate of what and what? So rice are given to them at 3 rupees per kg and wheat is given to them at 2 rupees per kg only. One more facility is there. If you want to buy coarse grains, then you can buy coarse grains also apart from wheat and rice. Those are at rupees 1 per kg. And this scheme benefits 2.5 crore or 25 million people in India. Which project was launched to showcase a transnational mixed route, including natural and cultural heritage on the World Heritage List? So we have 36 World Heritage Sites in India, and this is called Project Mosam. Project Mosam. It is to showcase a transnational mixed route, including natural and cultural heritage. It aims to understand how the knowledge and manipulation of the monsoon winds has shaped interaction across the Indian Ocean and led to the spread of shared knowledge, culture, tradition, maritime routes, etc. So Archaeological Survey of India is the nodal agency for the same, and Indira Gandhi Center for the Arts and its associated museum, it is the associate body. Northeast Rural Livelihood Project, which is called NERLP, it is a central sector scheme externally aided by the World Bank and implemented in which of these 4 northeastern states? And the aim is very simple: to provide livelihood to the poor, especially women and the disadvantaged people in the project area. This has been running in 4 northeastern states: Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. Which state was chosen as a pilot state for Junior Heritage Mistri Scheme in view of its rich architectural heritage? Pilot state means that, for example, if we want to run a government scheme in the entire India, first we will run it in a small state, and only if it is successful in that state will we be able to implement it across India. So the pilot state was Rajasthan. Rajasthan. And this is basically the scheme under which you know, there will be people who will be trained, the youth will be trained about our indigenous building practices, arts, craft, traditional knowledge, conservation of culture, and so on. Swachh Bharat Mission. What is the deadline of Swachh Bharat Mission? Till which year we want to achieve open defecation free India and a Swachh Bharat clean India? It is 2nd of October 2019, because this is the 150th anniversary of Gandhiji, father of the nation, and a lot of Indian states have become open defecation free, like Gujarat, like Andhra, like Arunachal Pradesh, the first state to become open defecation free was Sikkim. Second was Himachal Pradesh, third was Kerala, fourth was Uttarakhand, fifth was Haryana, and then Gujarat and Arunachal and a lot of other states have also become open defecation free. There are only two major cities in India which have become open defecation free. Major cities means the cities which have population of more than 1 crore. One is Mumbai, first was Mumbai, second was Hyderabad. What is the name of the first ever Swachh Bharat Hackathon that was organized by the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation? Now, I also want to stress you that Swachh Bharat Mission or Clean India campaign is run by Ministry of Urban Development, which is now called Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for the urban area, and the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation is the implementing ministry for in the rural area. So it is run by two separate ministry in two separate area. Now the Swachh Bharat Hackathon is called Swachhathon. And what is this? This is not a marathon, by the way. This is basically a contest, or there was a conference where the innovative people were invited from schools, colleges, startups, and they were given a lot of problems to solve, like how we can create more toilets, how we can monitor the usage of toilet, how we can do social auditing of toilets, how we can do behavior change in people, and then these people were told to give the solutions. So this was called Swachhathon 1. Under Swachh Iconic Place, it is a special cleanup initiative focused on select iconic heritage, spiritual and cultural places in the country. Which temple has been adjudged as the best Swachh Iconic Place, which means which is the cleanest iconic place in India? It is the Meenakshi Sundareshwara temple. It is in Madurai, and Madurai, as we know, it is in Tamil Nadu. Now the cleanest city of India was Indore. Okay. Second cleanest was Bhopal. Third cleanest was Vizag or Vishakhapatnam. And if I talk about the railway station, then Vishakhapatnam railway station is the cleanest railway station in India in the A1 category. A1 means the busiest, very busy railway station. And in the A2 or A category, which is the not so busy railway station, Beas is the cleanest railway station of India, BEAS. What is the funding ratio in the National Rural Drinking Water Program between the center and the state? It is 50-50. 50-50. National Water Quality Submission, which is called NWQSM in short, it is a new sub-program that will cover all the rural population in arsenic fluoride affected habitation with clean drinking water on a sustainable basis by what date? What is the deadline? Deadline is 31st March 2021. And again, 50-50 is the funding. It was started in 2009. And if the water is affected by arsenic and fluoride, it is detrimental for your health. So for example, if it is affected by arsenic, you can have mental problem, skin problem, you can have cancer. If it is fluoride affected, your bones and teeth will be deformed and various other abnormalities can take place. So the deadline is March 2021. Now also remember that right now we have the 14th Finance Commission, right? And it will run till 31st March 2020. And from 1st April 2020, we will have the 15th Finance Commission headed by Mr. N.K. Singh. And 14th Finance Commission right now is headed by Y.V. Reddy. What is the full form of GKMS, which issues crop and location specific weather-based agro advisory for the benefit of the farmer community? So basically what they do is they give the farmer suggestion regarding the weather, the climate, what sort of crops you should grow in a particular area. This advice can be disseminated through SMS also. It is called, the scheme is called Grameen Krishi Mosam Seva. Grameen Krishi Mosam Seva. And it is run by Indian Meteorological Department. This is very important. Digital India program. It includes development of an electronic development fund and envisages net zero electronics import target by which year? This year is 2020. 2020. Option C is the answer. So basically, we don't want to have a net positive import of electronic. We want to have zero electronics import. We want to manufacture everything in India only. And this scheme is run by DT, that is Department of Electronics and Information technology. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Dash Abhiyan. What is PMG Disha? So this is called Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan. Saksharta Abhiyan. Saksharta means literacy, right? And this is basically to make all the rural households in India digitally literate by 2019. This is the deadline, 19. Which scheme aims at setting up business procure outsourcing, that is BPO units in rural area to secure balanced regional growth of the country? So this also believe that if we open BPO centers in the rural area, it will serve many purpose, like it will create jobs in the rural area, it will educate the rural area about IT and digital, and also this will do the growth of the rural area. So this is called IBPS, that is India BPO Promotion Scheme. What is M in M-SIPS? It is a scheme that is aimed to provide a special incentive package to boost the domestic electronic product manufacturing sector. And as I said, we want to achieve net zero electronics import also by 2020. So this is called Modified Special Incentive Package Scheme. So M stands for modified. Which centers are created that aims to provide a secure cyberspace by detecting botnet infection in India and to notify the end user to prevent further infection? So these are called Cyber Swachhta Kendra. Cyber Swachhta Kendra. So basically you can take your laptop or you can take your machine there. They will detect the botnet infection, if it is hacked or if it is virally infected. And these systems are scanned by what is known as CERTIN, which is called Computer Emergency Response Team, free of cost, and then the user is informed about the same. National Action Plan on Climate Change. It has a goal of increasing the production of photovoltaic to how much megawatt per year? Now 1000 megawatt is equal to 1 gigawatt. The aim is 1000 megawatt a year. So if we use more photovoltaics, then we'll use more renewable energy. Also remember that India's renewable energy target is 175 gigawatt by 2022. Out of this 175 gigawatt, 100 gigawatt is solar power, 60 is your wind power, 10 is your biomass, and 5 is your hydropower. Is it clear? What is the full form of Mudra? So Mudra Yojana, you can get 3 types of loans in Mudra Yojana. So one is called Shishu. Shishu is you can get a loan of up to 50,000 rupees, right? It is a small loan. Then you have a medium type of loan which is called Kishore. Under Kishore you can get from 50,000 to 5 lakh, right? That is the loan. And then you have Tarun. In Tarun you can get from 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So in Mudra Yojana you can get 3 types of loans, and the maximum that you can get is 10 lakh rupees. It is called Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency. Now the implementing bank for this is the SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. What is the interest rate per annum? That is fixed interest rate. It is in the sovereign gold bond scheme. So if you invest in the sovereign gold bond scheme, then what is the interest you will get? You will get 2.5%. Now remember that there is a limit to how much you can invest. So if you are a single individual or if you are a Hindu undivided family, then the limit is 4 kg. If you are a trust, then you can invest up to 20 kg. 20 kg for a trust, and for individuals and Hindu undivided family it is 4 kg. Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, which is called AABY, it is a Government of India social security scheme administered through which insurance company? It is called LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, and it provides death and disability cover to people between the age group of 18 to 59, and the annual premium that you have to pay is only 200 rupees. Which project has been launched for creation of a new indirect tax network system integration of the Central Board of Excise and Custom? Central Board of Excise and Custom was earlier called Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. And you must also know that GST is implemented by this board. And since GST is implemented, but we don't have proper trained personnel. So in Project Saksham, we will create a new indirect tax network, and we will also do capacity building by training new people also. This will help in implementation of GST and also extension of the Indian Customs single window interface for facilitating trade, which is called SWIFT, and also other Digital India initiatives. This will promote ease of doing business, etc. This is what they are saying. So it is called Project Saksham. Now let me also tell you that there is a Project Saksham which is launched by Ministry of Railways also for training their 1.3 million personnel. They are two different. Okay, Project Saksham by Railways is for essentially skill training, for skill training and skill upgradation of their already existing employee, whereas Project Saksham by the GST is for indirect taxes, is basically for making of or creating of implementing of a GST, goods and services tax, through the GSTN, goods and services tax network. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, it offers coverage for death due to any reason, and it is available for people in the age group of how many year? So it is available for people in the age group of 18 to 50. Now there is a Atal Pension Yojana. The age group is from 18 to 40. So you should remember the age group is very, very important. Now this Yojana provides a death cover of 2 lakh rupees and you have to pay only 330 rupees per annum as your premium. Stand Up India scheme, it was launched to promote entrepreneurship among whom? Stand Up India. I told you about Startup India. Now let's talk about Stand Up India. Stand Up India is for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and women, all the three. So the answer is all of the above. And in this scheme, you will get a loan of, from 10 lakh, you can get up to 100 lakh or 1 crore loan for setting up of a new enterprise in the non-farm sector. Which scheme was launched for the socio-economic empowerment of adolescent girls and young women? This scheme was called Tejaswini. It is funded by World Bank. This is for the social empowerment and economic empowerment of adolescent girls and young women. Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana is a very, very important yojana for senior citizen. It is a pension scheme. So the amount that you invest in your this Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana, you will get how much interest, and it will be paid per month as your pension, payable monthly for 10 years. So you will feel secure during your retirement. It is 8%. You will get 8%. And this scheme is also implemented by LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. Sampada Yojana has been renamed as what? So Sampada means Scheme for Agro-Marine Processing and Development of Agro-Processing Cluster. This is basically for goods processing, and it is a new central sector scheme. The main aim is to supplement agriculture, modernize processing and decrease agriculture waste. And this is in line with the Pradhan Mantri's policy of doubling the farmers' income by 2022. So now it is called Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Accredited Social Health Activist, ASHA worker. You must have heard about ASHA worker. Now ASHA is a trained female community health activist who acts as an interface between the community and public health system. Now the requirement is that ASHA should be at least 8th pass. She should have a formal education up to class 8 and preferably in the age group of how many years? So she should be in the age group of 25 to 45. There is a yojana called Janani Suraksha Yojana. So basically Janani is your mother, right? So a lot of mothers, they die while giving birth to the infant, and sometimes infant also die while getting born. So we want to reduce the mortality rate of moms also and infants also. For that we have Janani Suraksha Yojana, which will promote institutional delivery. Institutional delivery means lot of these people, they prefer their wives to giving rise to their infant at home only. They don't want their wives to get admitted to a hospital. So there is no institutional delivery. And at home there are unhygienic conditions, there is lack of medical knowledge, and sometimes because of that wife and children may die. So we want institutional delivery, that is we want women to give birth to children inside hospitals or proper community center or primary health center. So how much amount is given to the mothers? It is 1400 rupees, 1400. That is the amount that is given to mothers. What is the health program launched for adolescent, which focus on age groups of 10 to 19 with universal coverage? So a lot of things are undertaken in this program. It is called Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram. Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram. And so what are the principles of this? Principles are like, improve nutrition. These are the focus area. Improve nutrition. Then reduce malnutrition, iron deficiency anemia, which is very common among menstruating girls. Improve the sexual health, enhance the mental health, prevent injuries, prevent drug abuse, address non-communicable diseases like hypertension, stroke, cardiovascular disease or diabetes, etc. And the principles are essentially adolescent participation and leadership, equity and inclusion, gender equity, and so on. Under the National Deworming Mission, which tablet is given to the children in the age group of 1 to 19 years in order to prevent them from soil transmitted helminths. So basically, a lot of children in India, they play in soil, right? They eat soil also, sometimes they eat sand. And what happens, a lot of times the insects that are living in the soil and sand, like for example helminths, they go inside the body of the children. So these children are given a tablet, they are given a tablet of albendazole. Okay, albendazole. It is a WHO prescribed medicine, and this is for deworming. Now remember, National Deworming Day is on 10th of February. Vatsalya Matri Amrit Kosh, it is a national human milk bank and lactation counseling center at which city? So basically, Matri Amrit Kosh was opened where we can store mother's milk to give them later to the infants who don't receive them, and this center is opened in Delhi. Mother's milk is taken, it is collected, pasteurized, it is safety tested, and then it is donated. What is the full form of MAA program that aims to enhance the optimal breastfeeding practices in the country? Breastfeeding is very important for the infant. Not only does it give him immunity to the body, ability to fight disease, it is just by breastfeeding in the first hour after birth, you can prevent 50% mortality. This was seen in one of the researches. And there are antibodies which are transferred from mother to the infant, which cannot be replaced. No medicine in the world can replace those. There are IgA antibodies, and the mother's milk, initially it is yellow colored, it is called colostrum. This is very, very important for the infant. So it is called Mother's Absolute Affection Program. Mother's Absolute Affection. The phase 1 of FAME. FAME is basically, we want faster adoption of manufacturing of electric, faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicles, which is called FAME scheme. What is the deadline for the first phase? Deadline is 31st March 2018. And we want more vehicles which run on electricity, or they can run in hybrid mode also. So this was part 1. Well, I am planning to make at least 10 parts from government scheme, but right now I have ready only 2 parts. But if you want more, then I will prepare more questions. It takes a lot of time and effort to prepare questions. We have to go through thousands of government schemes and also make sure that the questions that are prepared are in tune with your exam. So if you like the video, if you want me to prepare all the 10 parts, please write down in comments and please share the video also. Thank you so much.